180!
Yeah, I think that was just a dart that slipped out of the hand. Perhaps a little bit of nerves earlier on, but the all-important bullseye's been won. And now he needs to just get a good score to get off, settle the nerves down straight away.
So, Pipe, Komula, first round match here. The NH Cunningsoff, and just a 60 for Jarkko Komula. And just to put into context how far Justin Pipe has come, and he even amazes himself how far he's come as the first one goes in the treble bed, is that he's fighting it out in the rankings now with Raymond van Barneveld and Dave Chisnell. They've been sort of leapfrogging over each other around the 7, 8, 9 mark for a little while now. And even Justin finds it quite amazing that he's doing that with a legend of the game like Barney.
Well, certainly, if you've got your feet on the floor that Justin certainly has, that's great because you don't walk up in any match just thinking you're going to win. You walk up every time for a battle, and that means you're going to be more consistent than the player that walks up there thinking, I'm just going to win this, and they don't. This man is a fighter, street fighter. I mean, he was a cage fighter, believe it or not. So he knows what a battle's all about. And if he keeps his feet on the floor, which he will do, he will improve even more.
Oh, Komula, good first start there. Can't follow it up, just moving over and looking in off the side of the barrel. That's a good last start. 1-2-5, and not too shabby from the Finn.
Well, he should switch from there, I reckon. You know, that flight, yeah, come down to the 19s. The flight on the treble 20 was covering it. May even go up to the 18s now. Yeah. As soon as that flight covers, go for the open target, play the percentages. I keep telling people, you see so many deflections, and it costs you when you get down to a double.
And he's left himself the big one, but Jarkko Komula has put 2 in the treble bed. Can't quite fill it up. Certainly fancy his chances of holding his throw in his leg. Take something special from the man from Taunton here.
Well, he's moving over this time. And again, you know, I just mentioned go for the open target, you know, and he hasn't done that. Now you can see the length of Justin Pipe's points there, and that's why he kept on the treble 20, because he thinks he can. The point will get him in there, but it didn't. And now Komula, 12. That leaves the bullseye. This would be a great first leg. Hit the bullseye to win the bullseye. And a chance for Justin. And a good shot this, Dan, because you've got 2 darts at the treble 20.
Well, I'll be hoping he doesn't block his way to it if he doesn't get it with the first dart, but that's exactly what he's done. So Justin Piper's got his pick. What he wants, and he's staying with the 20s, so double 16 for a breaker throw.
18.
Misses outside. Jarkko Komula will be back, but only 2 darts at a double, you would think.
Sometimes this big 9's the hardest thing to hit. No problem with that. Double 8 to put the first leg on the board, straight in the middle. That will settle him down a bit. And you can't help but feel that dart that took a deflection, if that had been in the treble 19, Justin Pipe gets at least 1 extra dart at a double. When I talk about percentages, you know, when I played, I never thought about them so much, but now, you know, as we sit here down, we watch games at close quarters, you notice more things than the players actually do themselves.
And Komula, one of the big dogs on the Scandinavian tour. That's Jani Havisto, his Finnish World Cup of Darts teammate, leading the way in the order of merit, but he likes a Per Larsson, Magnus Carris. Decent players up there.
Yeah, in the 90s when I played, there was always a good contingent of Scandinavians that were good, tough players. Used to love going to, you know, Norway and Finland, Denmark, Sweden. Great trips. Always well supported, you know, not only through good lot of players, but actually spectators as well.
Plenty of room for another one there for Justin. And finds it. 10-40 for Justin. Looking to get his first leg on the board. Winner of this one will take on either Paul Nicholson, who's coming back into a bit of form lately. Very dangerous customer. Don't think he's quite at the level we saw when he won the Players' Championship, but he may well be getting there. He's taking on Peter Hudson. That game will be on the way on the main stage this evening. Stellar lineup this evening. Nicholson.
He's got a switch here, surely. Yeah, he's at the switch. You can't see that treble 20 from where he was standing. All he would have seen is flights. We see Komula's stance. Good solid stance from Komula. That's the main thing for all you budding dart players. Keep your body and your head still. The only thing that moves is that right arm. Oh, Justin now, he doesn't, you know, he will take it out obviously if he gets the chance, but all he's concentrating on is setting it up now, especially now. Just hitting one treble, gives him 2 darts at a double when he returns. That's exactly what he's done. 77, he'll go treble 19 now. That'll leave him the double 10. Well, he's gone for 45, which leaves him 32. He loves the 32. That was a brilliant setup from Justin Pipe.
Yeah, when he went on the run to the semi-finals of the Grand Prix, matching his best run in a major televised tournament, that 32 was a big help to him.
95. Justin, you require 32.
And looking to get his first leg on the board. Slow, methodical build up to his throw. Should just be able to come in off that one. He's gone the wrong side of it. A little exhale of breath from Justin. Urges himself to come on and finds the target. One apiece. World number 9 is off and running.
Yeah, we talk a lot about percentages on doubles as well, but in my opinion, you know, if he hits it third dart, that's okay because he's hit it on that visit. So he's got 100% visits on the double. But Komula now, first 180 of the match. And that's with his throw. We've just come off of the Championship League darts down at Crondon in Essex, and we've had 4 9-darters over that series. And every time someone hits a 180 at the start of a leg, we automatically think 9-darter. 21 9-darters hit just this year, Dan. I mean, it's incredible.
Certainly the last time we were streaming the European Tour, that was in Gibraltar. We saw Ross Smith do one against Adrian Lewis. Went absolutely balmy when he did it as well.
Yeah, it was worth £3,600 to him.
We'll be seeing Ross Smith this afternoon as well. He's taking on Jelle Klassen.
Yeah, it could be a cracking game, that. Ross is playing very well, and Jelle's come back with some real good form. Slowed his throw down a little bit. I think that's made him more consistent. Pipe now having to switch. You can see again, he's just over-pitching the dart. People like Justin Pipe, Phil Taylor especially, if they're going to miss, they want to miss low. And that forms a nice barrier where Komula, if he misses, he wants to miss high. It just takes the darts away from the treble, but also gives you a little bit of a skid pan for like Justin Pipe, like a beer tray sitting there, and it will just flop onto the darts and skid into the treble 20.
Nice analogy, Rod. Don't know where you plucked that one from. They do pretty much go in perpendicular, Justin's darts. I mean, there's hardly anybody who throws them, you know, more at a right angle to the board, and you can see there he's just used that one to bounce in, even though it was the wrong line. Oh, Komula will get a couple of darts, you would think. With a double, maybe just the one. Justin's just got to apply some pressure here. And he's missed low this time, so that should make it easier for him to just inch his way up towards that treble 20, which is exactly what he's done. There's plenty of room for another one there. A 140 certainly does apply the pressure to Jarkko Komula, but it's just slid into the treble 5.
Yeah, that slide into the 5 has cost him probably a dart. But now Komula, another 16, will give him a dart at double 16, and this will for a 2-1 lead to hold his throw. 32. Well, there's a good chance here for Justin Pipe. He'd rather come back for 124, but he's going to have to go 19s now. Oh, that leaves him 72. Will he go treble 12 or treble 20? I'd go treble 20, Justin. You practice on that all day, so that's the easiest one to hit. Well, he's going for the treble 12. So he can only set it up now.
89.
That's exactly what he's done, but Komula's looking at double 16 now for a 16-darter and a 2-1 lead against the world number 9. He's just missed outside. He's having to move across. But does so very effectively, and Komula holds his throw again.
Yeah, you could see Justin over the shoulder of Komula looking down at the floor, and you do that because you don't want to hear the game shot noise. You know, you hear a thud of the dart on the board and you think, that's not in. But then you hear the game shot and all of a sudden it drains, you go, oh, damn, you know. So you've got to do it all again now.
Good first dart again from Komula. Can't quite follow it.
100.
And he has 180 in the first 180 in the first 3 legs. Justin yet to hit a maximum, and won't do with darts like that. Good recovery though. Plenty of room above it as well, and he's unfortunate there.
Yeah, Justin's got to be careful here. This guy, very good experience. Now we have the averages. 91 for Pipe, so he's leading the averages, and the first 9 dart average, well, we'll let them go because it is the first round. They just want to get over. But the first 9 average, you know, you want to be up there at about 115. That's when you're playing well, because that's when all the scoring's done, is in the first 9 darts.
But Komula matching him pretty much blow for blow. There's been a couple of missed doubles from him, but he's still leading 2-1, and that's the stat that counts.
Big chance here for Komula. If he's going to break the thrower pipe.
100.
Well, he's hit the straight ton, so now it is pressure on Justin here to hold his throat.
Komula does have a shot, and Justin knows it. 80 off so far. And down for the treble 19s.
Jarkko,
He's not got it.
161.
138. Ain't the prettiest outshot. I know somebody who might like it.
I think that man might be Keith Della. Won the World Championships in 1983 it was.
137.
Well, I was going to say all Komula has to do is set this up and put the pressure on. Now, it'd be interesting to see what Justin Pipe does. If he hits the treble 20 with the first dart, does he stay there? Well, he isn't going to do that. And you notice a lot of Justin's darts are just above the treble. He's over-pitching a touch. And that's tough to come down from. He really has got to concentrate now. And needs a little bit of luck here with Komula missing the 24, but he's pretty solid at the moment, Komula, so this is for a 3-1 lead and a break of throw.
Decent effort as well. He'll have another crack at it, and you can't get much closer than that, and he looks even more despondent than he does usually, Komula, at that dart. But he's still got a chance. And he takes it! Jarkko Komula, well played that man.
That was a brilliant dart. Yeah, absolutely. The first 2 darts were so close. Sometimes when you miss, you want to miss by an inch because you don't get the flights. But you could see the way, especially the second dart, was hanging down over that double 12. And he moved to the right to try and open up the bed. And that was a brilliant third dart from Komula.
100.
Justin Pipe's in trouble here. Komula is not letting up. He's matched him on the scoring. He's given himself chances.
That first dart again, Dan, it's too high. He's not getting enough first darts in the treble 20. And, you know, he's struggling from there. You're always forcing yourself. You start to doubt yourself. Why is that happening? That's why, you know, I always say when it goes high, get down to the 19s, you've got a fresh target. You know, you don't know, well, it's Komula here now, puts 2 in. That's the second one, and he really is turning the screw on Justin Pipe here. And you're right, Justin Pipe's in trouble.
Yeah, second maximum from Komula, and that third dart, smack bang in the middle of the first 2.
58.
And no kind of response from Justin here. Jarkko Komula is looking very good for a 4-1 lead. Lovely place for his first dart to be if it wasn't going to be in the treble, and he's shown that with the second dart.
100.
A straight ton is enough for him in this situation.
Now that's a better dart for Justin. He can just bounce it off there for the treble. There we have it, done exactly that, and a little 140 here.
140.
You can see, you know, when the dart's in the perfect position, it's so easy. You know, it's autopilot to throw the other two, but when the dart's in the wrong position, then you start thinking about what I'm going to do. And certainly Pipe's going to have to start getting that first dart perfect, otherwise he's going to be in trouble. Well, he's already in trouble, he really is.
He certainly is, and needs a big score here, and that's not a bad way to start it. Plenty of room to the right of that one. And it's low in the treble bed, which is a bonus for him. He couldn't quite follow it, but he can just he's moved over to the 18s.
Jarkko, you require 42.
Well, he was going for the 10 there, so has that upset his concentration? And this switch to the 9's the worst on the dartboard. Don't know anybody that likes this switch. A lot of players like the double 18, but not the 9. So now Justin Pipe going for true treble 19s. That will leave him the bullseye. He's got one treble 9. Another one of those would leave him the bullseye, and this would get him back on track. That's unlucky, but concentrate because he knows that the double 9 no one likes. You've got to attack the double 9. If you're going to split it, do it with the first dart, so you've got one dart at double 4. If he puts it on the outside, then there's a big chance of splitting, and Justin Pipe could come back. What's Komula going to do? Is he going to put it in there first dart? Yes, he's put it in there first dart. That is a great dart. I know every dart of the double is, but that double 9 is a killer. Loads of people have lost legs for leaving that double 9. But now Justin Pipe really has got a big task on his hands.
Certainly does. Has to win 5 of the next 6 legs, and that's not a bad way to start, but Jarkko Komula has matched him stride for stride so far in this match. May get a 140 of his own. It's just below the treble bed, but a solid ton from Komula. He's not letting him get away. Not yet in this one.
Well, the last 4 visits that Justin's come to the board, the first dart has been in a good position, and he's been scoring from it. That one weren't too bad. Surely a ton from here. They were all 3 low, but they're still level tons. It still gives him the 3 dart advantage. But Komula, he really has played solid here, and he looks a solid player. We know he's a solid player. Played on the big stage. I thought that was his 3rd maximum, and really now it's given him a bit of a lead.
Yeah, well, he and Harvisto in knocking out Holland in the World Cup of Darts. Michael van Gerwen and Raymond van Barneveld, they were really fancied in that tournament. He's not shy of taking on the big boys.
57.
Certainly not going to give anything away if he is.
Well, that's 6 darts without a treble. Kicked off 140 in this leg. Through first to Justin Pipe. And then 6 darts without a treble
100.
has really given Komula another chance of a break and to go 5-1 up. You know, not many players give that lead up, and Komula's experienced enough to know how to hold on to it.
Yeah, we did see some mighty comebacks in the Championship League darts over the last 9 days of action that we've had there. But just with the way that Justin's playing, he doesn't look like a man who's going to storm back from a 5-1 down. And Komula's given himself a chance of taking out 161 here. And he has got a chance. He's looking at the bullseye for a huge finish. And he's just missed outside.
Justin, you require 152.
But Justin's looking at a big one of his own.
And you feel he's got to take it out. Now, that is an absolute perfect dart for Pipe. He can't miss this treble, surely. No, double 16, and this would get him back in. This would get the motor running, get the confidence going. Perfect from Justin Pipe. Komula missed the bullseye for the 161 to go 5-1 up, that would have been, but Justin Pipe. Now, that's good, experienced, professional play from Justin Pipe to pull the big shot out when he needed it.
Well, if Justin Pipe does come back from this and does make it through to the 2nd round here, those few seconds of action may be the deciding moments. Fair play to Komula. Ton 40 to kick off.
I really think that World War III could start and Komula wouldn't even know it. He'd still be throwing darts, wouldn't he? I mean, he just doesn't look like anything affects him. He just stands there and I throw darts. You know, great attitude to have. You know, then you don't get scared of people.
Well, they say still waters run deep. I've got no idea what's going on in Komula's head. But just look at those averages. You have to say, he deserves that 4-2 lead.
Yep, he's upped his first 9 average by a good 7 points. This is where Justin Pipe got to fill it up. Don't miss chances. That's unlucky. You could see it bounce off of the second dart and just go above, but he's still staying in there.
Well, Justin just needs to find some sort of rhythm, build up a bit of momentum, try and keep putting Komula under pressure, but the way things are going, Komula looks pretty solid on his own throw. That treble 5's not going to help Justin. He needs to break the Komula throw.
Yeah, he's just not been consistent enough, you know, throw on throw. That's where Justin's gone. You know, one good score, one bad one, one good, and where Komula has been far more consistent with every 3 darts. Not having too many real bad throws at the dartboard, and that's why he's 4-2 up.
81.
81 will probably do him, because Justin needs a big one here to put pressure on. It's above that treble 20. Is he going to be tempted to stay there? Oh, he's come down. There's plenty of room in that treble 19.
58.
Do you know, in most legs, Justin Pipe has had at least 2 visits to the board without hitting a treble. You know, we keep talking about the standard, I know, and you just can't do that. Well, Komula now, will he go for the double 19? I've got a feeling he's going to go 6 for double 16. He looked at Justin Pipe's score, sees he isn't on a shot, 6. Oh, he's hit a 10 for double 14 now.
67.
Well, that's a mistake. He was going big 6 for the double 16.
That's the kind of shot Mensur Suljovic would take out by choice, that one. It's Justin Pipe. Well, he's come to the party now in this leg, but it may be too little, too late. As Jarkko Komula has 3 darts in his hand, wants double 14 for a 5-2 lead. And it's there, first dart.
Jarkko Komula. 8th leg is Justin right first.
Yeah, the 138 was not used. He would love to have it right now. And again, down we see that dart just above. He's got plenty of room to the left, so he'll stay on the treble 20 here. There's plenty of room to the left. But when that dart is more central, that's when it's tough. That's a great start from Justin Pipe. That 138, he would have been thinking, oh, why couldn't I have started off with that? But he has. He's good enough, experienced enough to put it at the back of his mind. And now, well, he's got to roll off the next 4 legs on the trot. And you have to say, the way Komula's playing a real solid game, that's going to be tough.
Yeah, he's going to have to find an extra gear here, and it's one we haven't really seen from Justin. It's just that one shining moment of brilliance, the 152 check out after Komula had missed the ball for 161. But a couple of 140s to start this leg. Maybe Justin could turn this round.
60.
Well, just take every 3 darts as it comes. If that wins you the leg, you just move on to the next leg. Don't think about losing, don't think about winning. Just concentrate on throwing every individual dart, and that kind of puts out of your mind that you're so far behind. I know it's very hard to think of, but you know, when we talk about Phil Taylor, this is where Phil Taylor is so good. You know, his mindset is absolutely perfect for the game of darts.
Justin, you require 100.
Oh, Komula absolutely nowhere in this one. And I would think the Finn may already be thinking about just holding his throw in the next one and closing out a 6-3 win.
94.
When you think about it, Dan, sorry, you know, Justin's only 1 breaker throw down from a a final leg decider, and anything can happen in the final leg. So Justin's thinking, I win this, I've only got to break him, and then I'm really back in this game. He won't worry about the leg decider where Komula have that throw. No, that's irrelevant. Just break him once, and I'm level pegging.
Well, I want to suggest Justin Pipe does anything quickly, but that one might fall out the board. But he's taken out second dart. And Justin Pipe is still alive. Jarkko Komula knows a good leg here, a 12-darter, should put him in the second round.
Justin has got to be looking at a 12-darter to go even further in this match. Now that's a big chance. It really is a big chance. This is where Justin's got a fire in a 140. Oh, and that's a perfect dart. We could be seeing a 180 here. We really could be seeing a maximum, and what a 3 darts this would be from Justin.
Absolutely perfect from Justin Pipe. First 180 of the match. And on the leg, he desperately needs. He has no other option. He has to win these last 3 legs, or he's going home.
60.
We talk about the first dart again, Dan. You know, as soon as that first dart was in, I know Justin's throw so well. You know, it was just so easy to say he's going to get another 180, and you know, I'd be surprised if he don't put at least one more treble in here. Especially now, this third dart's got to go in for Justin.
4 perfect darts to start the leg from Justin Pipe. The 5th one went astray, but back in the treble bed again. And this is some leg from Justin. And even a 180 here from Jarkko. Well, he's hit the 3, but even a 180 wouldn't have put his nose ahead in this one. Justin Pipe, the force, storming back into this one now.
That's one thing I like about Justin, and there's a lot of other players do it as well. They never give up. They're always going to fight, and sometimes your form does come round. But if you get, you know, down on yourself and you go, oh, this is happening, you're not going to turn it around. But Justin, he really has been working hard here, because some days you've just got, we call it grinding a result out, and this is what Justin's got to do.
95.
Well, he's giving himself a chance here, more than a chance. This leg looks nailed on for Pipe. So drag one back with a breaker throw and make it 5-4. He hits the 14 with no bother at all, and double 16 is what he wants. We said he wanted a 12-darter for the break, and a 12-dart is exactly what he's got. Justin Pipe back in this one.
10th leg is Justin.
Well, if Pipe can now throw just a level 15, there's no question going at that last leg, he will have the advantage, although he will throw second. He's the one that's on the run, but he's now got to stay strong. He's got to punch in another good leg. Now he's got Komula on the back foot. Keep him there.
95.
Well, the whole feeling about this game, the whole atmosphere about this game has changed so much from that moment when Komula missed the ball to go 5-1 up. Justin clinging on with a 1-5-2. Check out of his own. Has found an extra gear here, but and Komula's faded a little as he's come under a bit of pressure. And Pipe is finding that treble bed with relative ease. Unfortunate, he was looking for his second maximum of the match.
It's like that Justin's brought the sub on. It is, isn't it? You know, the first half a dozen legs, he just weren't at the races, and all of a sudden, you know,
81.
I think Alex Ferguson's turned up and said, you were subbing you, Justin. We're putting another Justin Pipe on, and another great call. But it is. I mean, he really has turned it around. And you've got to say, you just mentioned it, the 1-5-2 when Komula missed the 1-6-1. You know, Justin Pipe's in there again. He's going to stay there for another maximum. Absolutely brilliant darts from Justin Pipe. The last 3 legs, he really has shown character.
Well, once again, Komula may be thinking, I've got the throw in the final leg.
100.
I've just got to make use of that now. But Justin Pipe, he's on a roll here.
He doesn't have to go the bullseye route. He's just looking what's Komula's on. So now we go treble 20 for the double 4. If Komula had been on a shot, he would have gone 18 bullseye. Big 13 now. He's just got to set it up. He knows he's going to get at least 3. Well, he's going to get 6 darts at a double from here.
140 might just make Justin think.
95. Justin, you require 40.
Left himself a big one, but Justin Pipe double top, and we are going to a last leg decider. Well, that's an awkward one for Justin. And that is a nightmare.
8. Jarkko,
Well, it shouldn't matter too much,
170.
but he's come so close to taking out a big one already today, Komula. A 170 to win the match when Justin Pipe looked to be storming back into it. That would be a kick in the guts.
That's not a badly thrown dart, just a tad low. So now Justin Pipe, and this is his favourite double, the tops are not.
Justin, you require 32.
He's not really missed this when having a chance, especially with 3 darts. So this is to take us to a decider. Only the second match here, the Dutch Masters, but Justin Pipe now, double eight dead centre. Takes him into a decider. And really, Justin Pipe is what we call up for none. 3 legs ago, he thought, I'm not going to win this. And he is the one on the run. So the pressure is on Komula now to kick this leg off with a good score.
Well, if he doesn't get a treble in this first visit, and that is not the dart you want to start a must-win leg. Or maybe Komula is feeling the nerves a bit. Justin knows he's in a great position to snatch this one. It's a low dart, but that's not so bad for the force. And look at those averages. What a turnaround. You could have flipped them round 3-4 legs ago.
Brilliant third dart. Couldn't afford to have a visit without a treble. And now he's got in the mind of Komula. Komula's thinking, well, Pipe ain't going to miss a treble with a visit, so now it's up to me to throw a 15-dart leg. And he ain't going to do it from here, so now you would think a 15-dart leg would be plenty for Pipe to go forward to the next round.
Well, 85 scored in 6 darts from Komula, taking a big, deep breath at the back of the stage. He knows he's got to dig deep and find something here. 95. What a last dart that is from Justin Pipe, keeping the pressure on. This is a response from Komula. That big deep breath may have worked, and what a visit that is!
That's great darts. He really was struggling under pressure, and now he's turned it completely around. It just shows you never give up, because 3 darts can turn, and I can't believe Justin's staying up. He's got to come down to them 19s now. Now he's been picking off with the 3rd dart. Bad visit for Justin Pipe. Now, this game is in Komula's court.
Wow, this is swung back and forth like a pendulum. What a match of darts this has been. Jarkko Komula looked to be cruising against Justin Pipe. Pipe then came storming back, helped by a 1-5-2 finish. And now it looks for all the world like Komula is going to be first to a double himself.
He's got to go 19s. He's got to go 19s. He's surely not. Oh, he is going 19s. I thought for a minute he was staying on the 20s. Really did. He needed a 139 there, Justin. Now, possibly 6 darts from here for Komula. Well, another one of those will leave him double 8. He's just going to set it up. Now, Justin Pipe's taken out the 152. Can he take out the 160?
Well, there'd be some shot under huge pressure. It was all Justin Pipe for the last 3.5 legs. And suddenly, Komula found something. That maximum changed things. And Justin,
60.
He's only taken 60 off. That might be the last dart he throws here. Komula looking at double top with 3 darts in his hand for a 6-5 win. And there it is, first dart. The first real bit of emotion we've seen from Jarkko Komula. He looked dead and buried. Justin Pipe was storming back into that one. But Komula somehow finds a way to win the deciding leg. 6-5, and it's the Finn who's through to the second round.
180!